that guy, Ben Rambo Morgan, one of Anthony's friends made a video, and he's like, oh, and he said, oh, Dean looks at himself all the time. Well, because my camera is right there, and the screen is right here, so when I'm showing stuff like this, I need to look at the screen. You know, I know he's like, oh, he's checking out himself, but not really, no. But anyway, he's like, oh, he's talking about Chris doing this thing where, saying that he's stealing from some of the kids' book and blah blah blah, the Bansen Kai, and it's like he says, don't you want the information to get out there? No, I don't actually. I've made that point clear many times. Um, the thing is, it's not about the information getting out there. It's Chris saying, oh, here's stuff from the Bansen Kai, which I've been teaching the whole time, so I knew it all along. And, you and Anthony are like, yeah, they're just spreading the truth. They're not spreading the truth. They're taking the truth and incorporating it into their lies. There was a long time ago, they were trying to trace back the origin of the Indian rope trick. And they had the original document where it says, guy has a jug, rope goes up, kid climbs up the rope. The guy throws a scimitar or, well, it was in India, so maybe it was like talwar or something like that. A bunch of body parts fall down. Puts them into the basket. The rope falls down. The kid comes out unharmed with the rope. And they were trying to find the origin of this. So they found the documents of it, and the guy claimed, oh yeah, this is the trick that's been passed on to me this whole time. And he actually didn't have the lineage of the trick being done, but he took some documents and tried to copy it. So of course he was doing it wrong, and he was incorporating like the wrong, because he had no real training in the actual way the trick was done. So he took the wrong aspects from just documentation and tried to pass it off as his own tradition that was passed on to him from some guy in India, blah blah blah. And of course it was a lie. And that's the exact same thing Chris is doing. What's in the Bansen Shukai might be true, it might not be true. The thing is, it wasn't passed down to Chris, and he has no idea how to actually use the techniques the way that they were passed down. So the idea of saying, oh, at least he's teaching the truth. He's not teaching the truth. He doesn't know the truth. He's copying what he thinks is the truth and adding it to a lie. He's saying, this was part of my thing all along. And if Anthony says, oh, it's great that you're teaching that, that's wrong. If your goal, Anthony says the goal is to get real information out there, you should say, when someone goes, oh yeah, this was in my school along with all this other crap, you should say, no, fuck you, it's not in your school. You're a liar. I know you're a liar. You've never proven the truth. If you can't prove the truth, then stop fucking spreading my stuff that I worked hard on. It's that simple. But, and then, oh, you're calling him Chris, you're calling him a man. He is a man. Get yourself access to some documents, and you'll see he's a man. Look up Kansas law. He's a man. There's worse things that I could call him than what he actually is. Or actually, if I did call him what he is, then that's pretty bad. No, actually, no, there's nothing worse I can call him than what he is. But anyway, and then as per his other crap, like, oh, his group says they're going to go beat people up. No, that's stupid. The whole point of ninjutsu is not to fight. It's completely separate. As for traditional martial arts, yes, obviously there's Taru-Gi, obviously there's stuff like that, but that's from a period of peace. It's not from an actual, that's something different. Taru-Gi, Dojo Yabori is different. If people want to fight, that's fine. That's that's a sport though. It's not actual martial arts. There are people in the group who use martial arts for actual martial arts. There are people who use ninjutsu for ninjutsu. There's people who have seriously been through things that other people definitely have not. So, it's pretty stupid. This guy's a dumbass. Chris is a liar. Anyone else who's taking from Anthony's book and saying that they knew it all along is a liar, aside from people who actually did know it all along, which are no one in America who is outside of no Koka-ryu guys, no whatever, no Fuma-ryu, no Koka-ryu, no made-up ryu. This stuff has been around in Bujinkan forever, and there's even more to it than what's discussed in Antony's book. And, most of it doesn't work, some of it does work, some of it will only work if you know what you're talking about. And Chris doesn't know what he's talking about. And the idea of, let's get the truth out even if it's connected with lies is pretty fucking retarded. The end. Oh, no.